Well, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, everybody on the tube that is you, the book that is face. You found me, Chrystine, of Love Evolve Energy. And you know from the scroll at the bottom that I'm a multi-dimensional energy intuitive. And so today, if you hang out for a bit, we're going to do some teaching on multidimensional energy healing. And then I'm going to work with people one-on-one if anybody needs an energy reading and energy healing or uh, something else. Sometimes messages of mediumship come through. We'll see how it goes. And as you can see, I'm in a different background. We're on the road, people. We're on the road. So excited about that. So anyway, I just wanted to let all of you on the tube that is you, let you know what's coming up. So there'll be a little dance break here, and then we're going to get into the good stuff. All right. Post down below and please like me and subscribe if you're feeling the thing. All right. See you in just about 5 minutes. See ya. are, people. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We just need that in the background. In fact, we don't even really need that, do we? We don't even need that. We don't need that. Done. I said done with that. Hey, Sandy. How's it going? Oh, love's on your brain, huh? Stephanie, how's it going, gorgeous? What's going on there? Jenny, hey, peeps. Guess where I am? Do you remember when I was talking about glamping 2022? Boom. This is what's happening back of me. Isn't that amazeballs? Um, Can I turn this around so that you can see? No, no, because I don't have all my fancy equipment. I'm just doing bare bones, bare bones. God, it looks like I have makeup on. I just came from yoga. They have yoga in the morning here. So awesome. Anyway, so for those of you on the Tube That Is You that are rejoining me, and those of you that are replay watchers, welcome back. Welcome back. I already let you know who I am a little bit. I'm Chris Marguerite, Lovevolvenergy. People just call me Love, or they just call me Chris, or Lovey. Not Chrissy, though. I'm just saying, not Chrissy. Sometimes DJ Libelou. What? I'm an multidimensional energy intuitive, uh, which means anything's game. And so here we meet on Friday mornings, every Friday morning, East Coast time, or afternoon if you're across the pond over there, or evening if you're way far, across the pond. And this is where we do energy readings, energy healings, energy scans, and any kind of messages that might come through. But because Sandy, you just slid into home for the first go. We're just going to go right into that. Sometimes I do energy teachings here. I do a lot of my, yeah, baby, yes. I do a lot of my teachings over in the Light Shine Lab every other Friday night. So not tonight, but next Friday, I'm going to be up there for Energy Geek Speak, which is formerly a podcast I used to do, but now I'm doing it live in the Light Shine Lab. So Sandy, your question was really clear and direct, and it's in stark contrast. And I did pull some cards for it already. Cards are incidental to the energy stuff, but sometimes I'm really drawn to those. And so, Sandy, because everything's game. When you come to me, everything's game. Nothing's off the table, and if something can't be offered, then it's not offered. KJ, well, hi there, lady. Look at those gorgeous locks you have. I'm feeling your energy too. So, like I said, we're doing the energy scans, et cetera, et cetera. So let's do a little teachy first. If you know that you want a scan, an energy scan, an energy reading, some kind of message that comes through energetically, if you want some energy healing, let me know. Let me know, throw in lots of emojis so I notice them because that's what my old lady eyes need. And then we move on from there. So let's do just a few minutes. Did everybody get their delicious water? This is my camping water. This is my camping brew. So delish. Often at the beginning of a session, I just say hi to everybody and I get everybody warmed up to my vibe. And what the vibe is, I chat a little bit about the energies that are going on, although it almost seems unnecessary because no, this is not a background frame. This is actually happening behind me. Here, how can I prove that to you? I have a pair of glasses. I'm just going to throw my glasses back there. Did you see that? And they landed. What else? I can throw the top to these super attractor cards. There it goes. It's there. So that's real. That's real. KJ wants some zhuzh. All right. Uh, so if I say the words chaos, Jess Perry, what's going on, mama? Chaos. Routines turned upside down and it's in the washing machine. You think you got something and then it's underneath you. Do you remember all summer I've been talking to you guys about the big wave that's coming? Well, here it is. Here it is. Spiritual surfboard, waxing the spiritual surfboard. I've been telling you all, here it is. Are your surfboards slip? Are they slippery? You got some sex wax on your surfboards? Just let me know, because if you're new to me and you haven't already, we'll get you hooked up today. We'll get you hooked up. All right. Need a little sippa. So that's the energy that's happening astrologically, and energetically it's matching. It's matching. It often does. It's because it's very potent year of the water tiger. So, emotional body with teeth. Is that ringing true for you? You guys, everyone's in need. Oh, Jess, can I introduce you? Jess, and anybody else, Jess, if you're still here, if you want to post about your business, if anybody wants to post about their business, Jenny, if you want to talk about your art, I want to support everybody in the feed here. So just post something in the feed and say, I have this great offer, sign up. I have this art opening, come join me. Even if it's a virtual art opening, hint, 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 Jenny. Usually you see Jenny's art in the background for me, but you're welcome, Jess. I love the support, and I'm really working on how I'm waxing my surfboard, my spiritual surfboard, is by really moving into a quality of the divine feminine that is known as receptivity. I have gone the back door into receptivity. I've been kind of allergic to that word, and that is my own shadow. And I just want to offer that up. That's part of, so so we're on the surfboard and it's slippery, and then we fall off the surfboard and we're in the surf and we're spinning around in the wave. And when you're in the wave, what do you have to do? Are there any surfers here? Does anybody know? When you're caught in the undertow, you relax. You relax in the undertow and you let it take you, because it's a grand force. If you fight it, ouch, you might not make it. If you relax, it will spit you back out. It will spit you back out. What allows you to really stay buoyant under there is your relaxation and your training with knowing, yeah, sometimes we're living the tower card. The energies that are happening these days are beyond tower card. They're tower card on steroids. We've got Uranus and Mercury retrograde, another retrograde coming up, and right before those retrogrades go direct, we get a little whee of what's that called? A grand cross. It's really intense. It's an intense time. If you're heavy into your personality self, it's going to feel like you're getting severe. You're going to be fighting the undertow. Do not fight the undertow. Do not fight the undertow. You got to go with it. You got to roll with it, baby. You got to roll with it. Got a little Steve Winwood coming in here. Hey, Rachel. You guys hearing me? Okay, you want to on the receiving end, KG? You got it, baby. And I'll scroll up. But I really want to come back to so do you got the sense of things? Do you got the sense of things? It's super intense. Where you find resistance is when you're heavily situated in personality. When you can breathe, take a step back, move into the observer role, which is a deepening into the now moment. So if you're meditating, and I hope you are, it's going to be a little bit easier. That helps you step back into divine everything role and simply bear witness to the tumult and tumultuous energy, it's going to be a little bit easier. And or you can call up your inner jokester and just, enjoy the joke. Know that you're not alone. I worked with a couple of clients before I came here, and they were just happy to know that they're not the only ones. So I'm just letting you know if it feels like you're not just being fucked up the ass, pardon the French, but you're at an orgy of ass fucking, you're not alone. Hopefully, it's not that aggressive and violent for you. For some people, it is. For me, it's okay. For me, and it may have this flavor for you and another one of my clients, it's as if every shadow and every issue I've ever had has come camping with me, has come to say hi, and has reared up just to remind me, hi, you're still a human being. And thank you, right? Because within these issues, there's some allies in there. The shadow does not come forth to bring you down. The shadow comes forth to become an ally for you, to raise you up. I don't know what you've been told about that, but that is the gosh darn truth. Here I am cleaning up my language for y'all. All right, so Sandy, it's interesting that you asked such, a calm question. I had this spark with this human. And I love that you always ask these. And then it faded away. And is the grand wheel going to turn around and bring it back to me? So before I even pull cards for you, Sandy, I'm starting into the readings, everybody. So I am. There's a few people that have already jumped out at me. So know that as I give this card reading for Sandy, there may be a message here for you. You don't see me, but I'm doing like a tap tap here on my desk. This is actually can you hear the puppies in the background? This is actually a luggage holder right here. So Sandy, for you, you may be in a place where you don't have a lot of earth, because there's a lot of earth air vibration with this, and that is just like dust storm, sandstorm, kind of ouchy energy. So your surfboard may be a little bit more slippery, but people, like Rachel just pointed out, people may be around you, may be going through it, and then that buffs up against your own buffer zones. Hopefully your energetic buffer zones are up. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. So Sandy, I would have guessed that I would have received of these cards something of the wheel card, which is, what is that in the tarot? The wheel, is that card 10? I'm not sure. But it's not. So we are looking behind your question about the z. So if you wanted a message about it, the grand message, all of these cards, there were 3 that came up. They all talk about patience. So that's the overall message. We've got, when I merge my desire with faith, I can take action from a place of peace rather than control. This is supported by the universe powerfully responding the instant you realign with love. Oh, look, you can see some of my filter there. And I was drawn to this deck. I only brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks with me, of my 30 that I have. And one of the decks here, so there's a powerful message here from Wayne Dyer. He has this deck. It might have been his original 10 Secrets to Success and Inner Peace cards. It's the 6th secret of refuse to believe in problems. So this card is talking about, isn't it a gorgeous deck? It's gorgeous. I have one other of his decks as well. This deck may end up being a gift. Um, there are people who actually are joining me glamping, and this deck is going to go to that people. Oh my God, look at this hair. So I don't have my glasses on because I just tossed them on the bed when I proved to you that this was a backdrop. So everybody listen up, because this is a message that is near and dear to me. Do I have to read? I might read through this because the words they have an eloquence to them, but the general message is whatever contraction is there, you're looking for a solution. The solution cannot be found from the same mindset or tools that created the quote unquote problem. In the world of spirit or God, problems don't exist, because there is relaxation and peace and allowance of the flow, which does require patience, Sandy. Does require patience, Sandy. And they aren't real. Problems aren't real when your spiritual connection is weak. You move away from the world of spirit, and problems seem to come from your belief in that separation. Indeed, Stephanie. Now, here's the rub. We're getting, like, it feels very, see that feather? It's very singular. The instant you align with love, faith, love, peace within, rather than trying to, and Sandy, I have to say, I don't feel like you're trying to manipulate and control this, but you are desiring an outcome. We are desiring an outcome, Sandy. The way Wayne Dyer phrases a lot of things in this particular deck, it feels on, there's a flavor of unreality and impracticality to it. And I really feel like I want to address that. And this is a message for all of us. We're moving into a time where our meditations can get deeper and more expansive for longer time-space periods of time. And because of that, the veil between spirit and our mundane life will thin a bit. And we are moving into October. And Samhain and the equinox and Day of the Dead and all of those times, those periods of times where we switch and the veil is particularly thin. So because of all the intensity of this tumult, it's starting early. And so everybody's intuition may be increased. That's what reports have been, that there's a lot of increase in intuitions and aspects of your sensitivity that may have been dormant or sleeping. They're a little bit surprising you. In one respect, yes, Stephanie, it is all the grand illusion. And then somebody smashes down on your toe and you scream, ouch. And it doesn't feel much like an illusion at all. There's a hardcore reality to it. There's a hardcore reality to it where we smack up, where spirit smacks up against the elements, against pain. The pains arise. What is the story that you tell after the ouch? How long can you stay with the sensation of ouch, the pang of confusion, of loss, before launching into the neocortex that wants to make sense and wants to tell stories about? It's just what the nervous system does. It's not a wrong thing. It's a natural, organic thing. And you can be trained to see this. You can be trained to see this. And so what is that? How can you be with the intensity of the chaos, of the ouch, of the smashed toe, of being in the swirl with peace? Can you have patience until the truth is revealed, until something else is revealed? So what I'm going to extrapolate, Sandy, are you still here? What I'm going to extrapolate from this is that you're a flipping magnet. Sandy, give me a sign here. Give me a sign, Sandy. You're a magnet, girl. And this dude will come or somebody else will come, but you're a magnet. You are a magnet when you sit in your own divine feminine. And you anchor in there. So that's the message that's coming through for you, Sandy. D, what's up? Diane, hi. Somebody named Maya has just written down in that looks like Sanskrit, that looks like Indian language. So I don't know what that is or who that's for, but it feels kind of spammy. So why I don't want to show, I want to hide. And it's not allowing me. It's so interesting. I am blocked from blocking it. That's really interesting. So if somebody else, I don't know what starring that means. All right. Okay. So KJ, everybody, if you're needing, let me know how the audio goes along. Let me know. Be really curious to see if we're just getting the same message, just for in different words for everybody today. So KJ, you wanted a scan, but I wanted to know if there was something a little bit more specific. No, you wanted some energy work. You know what? All right, you guys. I love that you're doing if your emoji happy. Makes me so happy. So KJ, I'm going to do my buffers. And then I can see you moving towards me. And you're wanting in, and that's not how I do energy work, KJ. So we're just going to have you over here. So I'm feeling there's a little bit, there's a few things we're going to look at, KJ. Is there something specific you wanted me to look at? That's my only question. I'm feeling what I would call your own personal power, and it can show up as hungry ghost, and it will connect to your grounding. So first, I'm looking at energetically. Yay, we're all going to ground. Yay, yay, yay. Leo, dude, Scorpio, dude. Oh, babe, thank you. It's been so long since I've seen you, Leo. Such fond, sexlicious memories of you, Leo Acton. Indeed, babe. Okay. So, we're going to do two different things. Way too long, babe. Leo, I'm on Cape Cod, if that has any meaning for you. So, KJ, I'm going to ask you just relax if you can. I'm feeling there's a certain eagerness in your energy as if you're leaning forward like this. And really, just going to suggest that you relax back. Just relax back, KJ. So there are three things here. And you can come back and listen to the replay, KJ, or you can type it down or write it down for yourself now. But there's three different areas I want to look at. And you know what? All of us could use some of this for sure. Hey, Crazy Frazzy. Hey, Claire. Equine Goddess. So, KJ, um, personal empowerment, grounding, strengthening, shoring up the structures and deepening and expanding your grounding. And there was a third thing. What's the third thing? So those two things will lead to sitting in a relaxed place in your seat, in your power. So there's this also, so as for most things, KJ, when we do energy healing, we always, all of us energy workers here know this, we always start with a scan, with a reading of what's happening there. That way we know what to address first. Hey, Christian, girl, glamping, glamping. If you want to come last minute, let me know, because I have a pull-out bed. Just saying. Let me know. I could put you on this. Just saying. Yeah, I saw that, KJ. So that's what we do. We do a scan. And so what I'm seeing is this, I would call it, this is in terms of attachment theory. You have a quality of avoidant, fearful avoidant energy. So it might seem as shy. At points, it looks like you can step forward, but it's not that it's not stable. It's stable in a relatively unstable way. One of my mentors just texted me. That's so. Well, let me know, Christy, because we're here till Monday. So I want to start first, KJ, with grounding. And that's going to clear up a lot. If we can open, clear, and ground, anything else will automatically just kind of flush out. It's like clearing a rusty pipe. So that's what we're going to start with, baby. And all you have to do is breathe in, feel. And what I'd like you to feel or hunt for a sensation of density or gravity or heaviness in your body, physically in your body. That's all. Already, that seems to shift things. And so it seems like you can take on others' burdens. So I would call that empathic, but an impulse to help others before you help yourself. So it will come off as, in terms of spiritual sense of self. Some people call that spiritual ego. So you could call it that, or spiritual sense of self. There could be an identity around service and helping people at the expense of. So we're moving into a time where your compassion needs to include yourself, KJ. Ooh. And I see that that's a little bit of a tough one for you. So I'm just going to ask you and everybody. So as I'm working my hands here, I'm imagining, here, I'll do it over here. That's easier to see. KJ's grounding, just as symbolically. KJ's, you did, Sandy, but just scroll back. All it said was to chill out and trust. And I'm just holding her grounding and just in a peaceful embrace. So it has an opportunity to begin to unwind. So it seems twisted and tight, and the design of KJ's grounding is that it wants to whoosh. There's a sense of the consciousness of the earth in its divine feminine aspect wants to rise up here. And so we're just going to create a little bit of that. And at the same time, I don't necessarily see a block, um, but maybe a frozen foggy stiffness in a kind of grounding. So in terms of energy work, spiritual growth, personal growth, your personal growth is going to be in tandem with spiritual growth right now, KJ. And step one is to honor as if you were a goddess. And if that's a little too big for you, as if you were really special, as if you were really, really, truly, deeply special. And it's going to be really a period of time where you're saying no, and it's people aren't going to like that. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Some people will love it and will hugely respect you for creating those boundaries. So I can do a lot of energy work here with opening up your grounding and solidifying the boundaries there. However, it may not stay. It may not stick unless you have the psychological structures of maintaining that. As the days go on, it could kind of collapse if you start forgetting how special and beautiful and important a divine spark you are. If you forget that, then any work I do for you today could fall apart. But it will have been done. That's true for all of us, right? It just looks like it's melting. It has the desire to dissolve and melt like sugar cubes, although it doesn't melt into a liquid flow. It kind of melts like dry ice. It has that kind of sensation. So it gets a little cloudy historically. So because I need to move on to other people, KJ, these are just gallery style, just mini readings, healings and energies. That's the first. Once that starts to open up, things through your solar plexus, that's that little fleshy point right as the sternum ends, right where the ribs meet. That's just step one. That's going to have resonance in your energetic field, KJ. So as you work on that, it's going to be, I don't know why, like I'm looking here at your name and you're right here, right? Like you're looking at me here. So stage one, feel your body ground, set some boundaries, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. Things are already chaotic. You don't have to throw everything. We're doing the long process here, KJ. Long, slow, steady, consistent setting of these boundaries. For you, it looks like it's already easy to have alone time. If that's still okay, have alone time someplace in nature, so that you don't, if we go into nature, you don't have to work as hard. Go into nature and relax, whether that's taking a walk, um, taking a swim in a lake, a river, a pond, an ocean, just going outside in your backyard, even if that's all that's available. And just let yourself release and relax there. It's kind of a non-doing. The natural elements will help you themselves. So especially if you're just at the beginning stage, KJ, just at the beginning stage, that's what you're going to go through, and it's going to feel and look like your grounding is pretty thin. Eventually, we're going to widen your grounding so it's beyond just a cord and it's more like a pillar. And it may just be 2-foot diameter, but eventually it's going to be like this 8-foot grounding pillar of your stability. So that's what we're growing into with you. I hope that's helpful, KJ. Hope that's helpful, sweetheart. You just keep doing it. You just keep going. You just keep going. Steady wins the race. Yeah, baby. I know it. I know it, baby. We'll get there. We'll get there. Slow and steady. And you know, if you're way at the beginning stages, I may not be the best person for you. I may not be the best person for you. There's a lot of other people. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're so welcome, sweetheart. There are other people that may be better for you to work with. And there's a few of them here in the feed, like Rachel Scheffler. She's a great energy worker. Alyssa Helfrey, great energy worker. These people are really skilled at working with people from the ground up. So they may be a good place to start rather than me. So check that out. And in terms of everybody, you know how I've been doing that grand thing. All of my bookings are uh, pay what you will, pay what you want until the new moon, which I believe is the same day as the equinox, which I believe is the 20th or the 22nd of September. So until that point, everything is pay what you will. Trade me seashells, paintings. I got some herbs. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Stephanie, you're next. Are you still here? Are you with kids? You're welcome, sweetheart. Hey, Rachel, are you still here? Well, hello there. Yay. How's it going? How's it going with your relationships? And let me know what I can do for you today. Are you wanting energy scan, energy reading? I would do a few cards if you needed a card. You want some energy work? You're getting stronger, girl. So much stronger. Good for you. Hey, Rach, do you have a link there? Do you have a link for your biz in some of your one-on-one sessions? Thanks, Lon. Thanks, babe. So many blessings for you, KJ. So many blessings. So Rachel, put a link that in the feed here. So I think KJ might need some real basic energy and basic training. Scan, please. All right. And I'm not always the best person for that. Like, I can be overwhelming, even though, you know, I get the vibe, baby. I get the vibe. Are you not? All right. Can you just, so who can we send KJ to, Rachel? Alyssa? Do you think Alyssa? Christy, baby. Christy, I'm going to see you in 24 hours. Aren't I? Are you just going to come? Come on. I'm going to see you in 24 hours. Yeah. Okay, Steph. So I feel like you know, I'm trying to get you back here. I feel like you're already launching forward. And I feel like you're taking your grounding with you. But look, you know, just for 3 minutes here, Steph, it's just going to take 3 minutes. Just come and be present, okay? Steph, just come and be present. So the flavor of the chaos I'm seeing here, oh my God, you're not the first person that I've there's this quality of trickster energy that I'm seeing. I'm not real comfortable with trickster energy, and I'm kind of seeing this. It's as if, the stuff that you've put behind you is like slipping in and coming underneath and then moving forward on your timeline. And I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on here? So there's what would happen if we turn to face what's happening in the way back in the deep. You know why? Because it's okay. So this is what I'm getting, and tell me your boundaries are good. And you're welcome, Rachel. You know who else may be good for her? I'll get to you in a minute. Stephanie, so it's as if that invasive energy is still hunting. And it's almost as if I could just pluck you out of that environment, Stephanie, I would. And right now, the chaos and the tower and steroids, and you in that washing machine underneath the wave, caught in the well, you're Cali. Do you surf? Have you ever been caught in like one of the undertows? The first time for anything is terrifying, right? Second time, still scary, but not as bad. Because you're already skilled, you know how to do it. So if I could, I would pluck you out. But until further notice, I don't see you as so much as exhausted as frustrated. One of my clients gave me that word the other day. It's somewhere between flustered and frustrated. So you're frustrated. You don't have to like it, and it looks like you've made peace with it. And it kind of looks like you've resigned. So this is where I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of work for yourself. There's this feeling of it's not there all the time, but it can feel like like this feeling of resignation. Feels like this heaviness that comes in. It's not always going to be this way, Steph. It's not always going to be this way. That doesn't mean that timing wise, now is the time to launch heavy forward. However, there will be a time when the wave spits you out. Until that time, call on all your spiritual strength. Your grounding looks so much better, Stephanie. It does look interfered with. From one energy worker to another, Stephanie, I need to hear this as well, and maybe we all do. Don't fight the feeling. I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I've started fighting for. So that's about falling in love, and we're not quite going there. What we are doing is what is working? So in terms of energy work, I would say for you, it's really hard to get like this solid, like this extraordinary grounding right now because there's so much Teflon-like interference. Okay, what is easy? Is it fire gazing at your candle? Is it using incense or essential oils? Is it swimming and becoming one with the ocean? So in terms of how you really want to feel. And that's where we can talk about the posse a little bit. You It's best at this time, and I would say generally across the board, everybody, why are you being so hard on yourself? Why are you being so hard? Why are you being so hard? I might do one more, but we're going to end pretty soon. Um, what? Just do what's easy. Do what already works. I know there are ambitions and potentials that you can taste and you can see it, and it's right at the tip of. It's not time. Do what's easy. Start with what's easy. So you may not know what the big feeling is. May not know what your core desired feeling is. What do you just want now? What feels good now? Is it coffee from that special place right now? Is that Start there. Just start there. Then Christy, this message is for you too. Start easy, start small. When it's time to launch forward, big snowball forward, you'll know. You know what's tricky? If you're a water sign now, it's going to feel like there's a lot of water tiger forward motion in certain areas. So just, again, it's the same message with a different tweak on it that we had way at the beginning with that singular uh, feather, patience. Trust, patience. You guys, someday, I will truly and deeply surrender. I haven't done it yet, not consistently. Someday I will. I'm so excited for that day. And until that day comes, I get tastes, fits and spurts, fits and spurts. Oh, hello, Buzzy Fly. Hello, Buzzy Fly. You want to say hi to everybody? It's just the stick moving out. But until the point, it is what it is. Ooh, I'm running out of juice here. What's happening? Oh, yeah, I have 16% left battery power. That's just what's happening. So, Christy, that was your zhuzh. I don't know. So, energetically, Christy, I don't know if you need to come or not. Um, I would love to see you, love to have you, even if it's just for a night or two. Take a bus. What was that, under $100? You can take a bus all the way to Falmouth. It might take you 5 hours. And you know what? If you want to stay extra days, and I'll come visit you, right? You know, or you can come stay with me. Just come stay. I believe that's what I have for you. I just want to do a little promo about the glamping. I wonder if I can bring that up. I don't think I can. Um, so on October 16th, we're going to start a posse. We're going to start a posse, Breathe, Feel, Dream Posse. We're going to dive deep as a group. We're going to get together, we're going to hold hands, and we're going to reach for love. And we're going to move down into our deep down and look at how we actually feel and how we want to feel. And then how we want to feel in our life, in every area of our life. We're going to consistently, on a daily basis, write it out, journal morning pages, vomit on the page. Every day we're going to meditate. Once a week, we're going to journal and really explore. Once a week, we're going to ecstatic dance. And we're going to figure it out together. And then by the end of our 9 to 12 weeks, we're going to meet up in another retreat, maybe here, in person. And if we can't, that's okay too. And we're going to map our next year or our next 3 months or our next 6 months based on how we want to feel. And then how we want to feel is our goal. So if there's some grand ambition and even thinking about it feels tight, unless you want to feel tight, chances are you don't, that goal has to be tossed or changed in some way. You're going to start by the end of the posse time together. We'll meet up again in the spring and then in the summer. So it's going to be like pod time throughout the year. We're going to move through it together, everybody. So get in at the beginning. Get in at the beginning. There's a link above if you want to join. We're going to set out a map. We're going to map out our, as Danielle Laporte calls them, goals with soul. So if you have 3 projects pending, and you already know 2023 has these 3 projects coming at you, you're going to look at those 3 projects through the lens of how do I want to feel? And then maybe those 5 projects, there's only going to be one that really vibes with that. And you're going to say, okay, okay, okay. I'm just going to do that one then. And then you're going to see what happens. We're magic making people. We're magic making people. If you can just do that one, then it ripples out and it has room for other stuff in your life because we all need that. So that's the BFD posse. There's links for it above. I'll link it more. Just look in the feed here. Just look in the feed. I have all kinds of stuff about that. I got to go. I have to go tap a kidney, pull a Hoffman, drink some more coffee. Somebody's joining me tonight. Christy might be joining me tomorrow. I don't know. But anybody else is welcome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. This is really good. This is really fun. Maybe I'll do it again. All right. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Join me on the posse. Book a session before they go back to their regular prices. If you're on my mailing list, you get a discount. Join my mailing list. You have to go to the website to do that. All right. Thanks, baby. Yeah, you're in the other coast. We may do a meeting over in the West Coast, babe. You're gonna come with me. All right, everybody. I'll catch on the flip. Let me do some thank you, and I'll see you next Friday. All right. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Peace, trust, center. Be the feather. Bye.